All right, okay. I guess, okay, the reason why I do all right at the very beginning is one final check for me to make sure my microphone is actually picking up. Yeah, so I check everything looks good. I look over to the right. Am I actually getting a signal once I start to hit record, or was there some sort of strange thing right there? And well, it also helps me just upload more stuff. Now, a couple of things to talk about right at the very beginning. This is going to be a game between Th000 versus Infi here on Last Refuge. No surprise there. You guys have the title. You can read it. Second thing, it is BlizzCon weekend. I'm obviously not at BlizzCon. Did not get an invite, so I thought to myself, well, maybe there's no big WarCraft 3 announcement. It's okay. They just announced WarCraft 3 Reforged, which is the remastered 4K version of WarCraft 3 set to come out sometime next year. So yeah, really big news for all of you guys out there who are looking forward to WarCraft, a remastered version of WarCraft 3 that is coming out, and it's kind of surprising. The difference between StarCraft 2 and WarCraft 3, as well, I got about another 30 seconds to say. StarCraft 2 came out in 1998, and then WarCraft 3 came out in 2003. And the art style, and I really feel like the art in WarCraft 3, maybe because I've just been looking at it so long, has really stood the test of time a little bit. Anyways, it's gonna go ahead and break things down. We are looking at a Farseer coming in from Infi, going up against a human archmage coming in from Th000, whatever you want to call him. 3 eggs. It is going to be a human versus orc matchup here. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the swing of things as things are now getting underway. Let's take a look. Are we going to be going into an arcane tower? No, we do not see one. Unfortunately, there are no observers, hence the reason why I am forced to turn off Fog of War. 20/20 supply compared to 24/24. Human has a little bit of a slight advantage there as a footman just runs on by to do a bit of scouting. We see a tech to tier 2 already underway from the orc. No surprises there either, as we're going to look at the archmage finish up this creep camp pretty quickly. All right, there's the denial of that water elemental. All the other units now heading back. Farseer is going to most likely try to put some pressure with those spirit wolves, since they can in fact run inside. And here we go, there's the battle. A water elemental purposely left on the inside just in case the spirit wolves try to make a bit of a play on the inside. There you have it. They're trying to make their way inside. Militia now trying to head back. As you can see, he's running around in every different direction. This water elemental actually going into the wrong direction, as this spirit wolf may get taken out. Nope, they are going to be resummoned as the Farseer, ready to put down some pressure again. All right, this militia down to 15 hit points, needs to get away. Where is it going to really run off to? Doesn't have anywhere to go. Gets taken down by a spirit. Archmage, on the other hand, still nearby, could try to put in some pressure here, as well, the damage doesn't really want to stick to that Archmage. If the Archmage takes far too much damage without an Arcane Vault or an Arcane Sanctum, what ends up happening is that the Archmage is unable to do any real creeping. The Archmage is a little bit of a glass cannon already, or just a fragile hero to say the very least, and if he takes too much damage, he is afraid of trying to do any sort of creeping by himself. Alright, they take a look at this. Spirit Wolves are going to go ahead and try and engage. Archmage swinging back every which way. Supply count 23 compared to 27, as the Archmage now runs back inside, trying to make sure, well, that he is not in danger or taking too much damage. The Spirit Wolves are running around every which way, and a lot of micro dancing coming in from Infi, and all this is really doing, though, is stalling any sort of level up. The Archmage does not have Brilliance Aura right now. He is actually falling behind in mana fairly fast, as new Spirit Wolves are still being added. The Water Elemental is trying to hold off here, but once this Arcane Tower is up, well, things are going to change. Arcane Tower up, meaning that those Spirit Wolves will not be able to easily do any more harassment, and I believe the time is up on Infi's harassment here. He is already, well, he was turning back to head back home. Looks like he might try to do one more run by before he realizes, you know what, I probably should not be doing this right here, right now. Footman, Water Elemental still coming back on the other side. A new farm now being added hit over here. Damage getting still absorbed by that Archmage. A pin cushion type of strategy. Not a good spot for it at all, as this one arcane, well, tower will finish off that Spirit Wolf. Farseer sitting at level 1, retreating all the way back. You can take a look. Bestiary and double Bestiary already being added by Infi. It could be double Raiders, or it could be Wind Riders. And my initial gut reaction would be Wind Riders first, as the Goblin Alchemist now joins in on the fight. Wind Riders are, well, potentially dangerous if they are caught off guard. If you don't realize that your opponent is going for Wind Riders this early, and you can see the heavy investment in the Footman, the Archmage doesn't have enough to really try and fight them back. The downside, though, is that you don't have your Spirit Lodge for your, or not your Spirit Lodge, your Tauren Totem for your Spirit Walkers in order to try and stop any of the slow that most likely be coming in momentarily. All right, Tauren Chieftain shows up to the party. Gonna go ahead and join in on some fights here as well. No stomp that I've seen. Not a little bit surprised as to what the actual long-term strategy is going to be. That Tauren Chieftain has had plenty of opportunities to quote-unquote put his foot down. And that's really what the Tauren Chieftain needs to do to try and get in onto that Alchemist. Alchemist, however, dancing around back every which way. Archmage still sitting at level 1. Forest Troll Trapper and Forest Troll will get taken out here as damage is slowly starting to add back up. There you go. There's an ensnare. Tauren Chieftain trying to get in front. The Alchemist down to 174 hit points. I don't know how that's still alive right now. Aggroing here. There should be a boulder. No. What is going on as this Alchemist is just trying to hide in the back? Alchemist taking far too much damage. The units have, well, repositioned every which way, and the damage could add up. Down to 57, down to 21, down to 2 hit points. A Spirit Wolf. Is it going to get the final blow off on that last unit? Is it going to do so? 11 to 12 damage. Trying to catch up. It has not attacked yet. Why not? It just like walks up to it, catches up to it, and oh, there finally gets a bite. Is it going to try to get one more bite? That is the question. Is it going to be able to get it? Gets another bite. Down to 9 hit points. High strength heroes do regenerate hit points fairly fast, as this guy is going to try and engage, and it does finally get taken down. Back off to the north, Wind Riders putting in the pressure already. As you can take a look, there is one or some guard towers. Oh, but the scout towers were not getting taken down. Wind Riders are going to end up getting forced away way too early, and the early surprise, that tactical advantage, is now neutralized. All right, Wind Riders are all across here. Tauren Chieftain, I believe, did go for Stomp or Shockwave. Doesn't have Endurance or has mana used. Need to take a look back at the action when, well, there is an upcoming fight. Meanwhile, back across over here, 48 over 50 supply. Sorceresses are out on the field with Priest. Archmage sitting at level 2. Only level 2, so no level 2 water elementals as of yet. Tauren Chieftain now being added in. So the Alchemist, water elementals, Archmage, and casters are the only thing that are really going to be challenging those Wind Riders. Tauren Chieftain now runs into the front location here. We should be looking at a lot of healing and being used across multiple units. Not quite sure why that hasn't been done as of yet. Tauren Chieftain picks up a endurance, or excuse me, claws of attack +6. Meanwhile, Alchemist picks up some additional items as well. Where are they all going to go? Farseer now heads off to the north, wants to get some extra damage as well. Tauren Chieftain quickly coming back across, as we're going to be looking at some healing being spread across all of these units here. Farseer finally at level 2 at the 8-minute mark of this game. Important point to note, though, is the Tauren Chieftain got there earlier, as the Footman now finished off all those units here. Archmage will get to level 3 after that level 5 Null Overseer. Alchemist already up to 800 hit points, and now transfers the claws of attack +6 to the Archmage for a little bit of additional ranged damage. Both sides sitting in their respective corners, trying to do a lot, well, trying to reposition themselves and get into a good spot here. Grunt's going to go ahead, finish off the remainder of this creep camp, as we are still looking at both sides in no upkeep. Now, building your army, investing in tech, getting a lot of mileage out of each of your units. This is what's happening right now, as no one wants to go into low upkeep just for no reason. Alchemist, Archmage now looking to back up here. Let's take a look. Forest Troll Trapper could get taken down. There are Sorceresses off over here as well, as the Footman, well, Footman now teleporting back with all of the units here. Are we going to see enough damage? There is a stomp, and a big stomp it is. Down it goes. So all of a sudden, all of those peasants who were so keen on trying to stay alive here. Tauren Chieftain, however, does not have enough mana for another stomp, but it should still be able to finish that off. Farseer still has a good amount of damage to be had. Tauren Chieftain out of mana. Scroll of Speed now being used as the Wind Riders. Where are they going? Trying to dance around every which way. Footmen are now able to engage here. Grunt gonna get taken out. No easy way to save him as a Chain Lightning goes across multiple units again. Wind Riders pretty much standing straight up behind the Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain, hoping to get some extra bit of damage. Is it going to end up losing a Footman? No, the Footman dodges all of that damage here as there are a handful of Wind Riders still in the corner. Interesting strategy, leaving the Wind Riders here. I don't know if it's on purpose or on accident, but he can put pressure back here. All right, however, Water Elemental did spot them. All those units are now looking to head back as well. Sentry wards are placed down in strategic spots as Th000 sitting on a level 3 Archmage and soon to be level 3 Alchemist. Back down to the south. Tauren Chieftain is level 3. Farseer sitting at level 2. Needs to get more mana as well. Clarity Potion trying to take care of that problem as the Ogre Magi and Ogre Mauler both end up falling. Alchemist is now at level 3. Scroll of Healing, Wand of Wind, both very powerful abilities as the Tauren Chieftain what leads this army, and the Farseer right behind, well, with a handful of decent items as well. Now, what is Infi's strategy at this point? Wind Riders don't seem to be working all that well. I don't see a transition into a Spirit or into a Tauren Totem for Spirit Walkers, so slow is going to be a major issue. The economics, we could have perhaps a fast expansion attempt, but Th000 is already looking to clear out some difficult red creep camps. As things are currently going, Th000 is just going to continue to pull ahead in terms of hero advantage and perhaps tech advantage, and now Infi is trying to opt to go for, well, it looks like an economic advantage to get ahead. Spirit Wolves are going to be able to scout out this particular creep camp very fast. This is turning into a rifle caster army Archmage with level 2 Brilliance Aura, Sorceresses, Riflemen, Fly Machines now all joining in as the Watchtower is going to get destroyed before they are even up and operational. Now back off to the north here. Are they going to catch any units in transit? No, they are not. Let's take a look. Wind Riders now making their way over, going to be able to easily finish off those towers. However, a Scroll of Town Portal going to make him think twice. Catching them on the inside here. 49 supply compared to 50 supply. Who's going to come out ahead? Tauren Chieftain does have Vampiric Aura. Wind Riders, where are they going? Fly Machines, 250. Very big damage, though, as you can see. With heavy armor, they're able to fight back fairly well as the Fly Machines now trying to, well, retreat. Fly Machines up to 2 supply means that they are going to be giving a significant amount more experience per kill, something that you need to visually be aware of. As you can take a look, well, Riflemen, all those units now trying to head back again. All right, Wind Rider up. Oh, Flying Machine trying to back up. It looks as though it could easily just get poked apart. Just throw a couple of spears and that would be the end of that. Just try and throw them down and fight them. Could be a good spot and good position to be in, but those Wind Riders, well, because of that slow and that very slow attack animation, unable to finish any of those Flying Machines off. So Wind Riders still back across over here, 570 supply. Take a look, Footmen are looking to shut down the Watchtowers before they get up and operational. And this Wind Rider army is just not looking good. All right, what is the follow-up play now? Guard Tower or Watchtowers are now done. Footmen with Defend are going to be able to easily finish off all of these units. In comes the Farseer. Farseer now ready to engage. Tauren Chieftain, is it going to just put its foot down? It could put its foot down here and really just stun all of these Footmen, get in a lot of damage, and finish off all this here. The Tauren Chieftain is maxed out on mana. Not quite sure why he isn't. Yeah, there you go. Puts his foot down, takes down 3 guys, and could have done that much, much earlier. Back off to the north. Well, all the Wind Riders have been finished off by those Fly Machines coupled with Sorceresses and Priests. And one big change in the workshop is because Fly Machines are now 2 supply units, you don't need 2 to 3 workshops to try and crank out all of those units. 1 workshop is perhaps enough here as the Water Elemental, Archmage, Rifleman clean up or follow up behind to make sure that no expansion is established. All right, big issue here. Go ahead and finish off 1 Forest Troll High Priest. trying to reposition across multiple units. Tauren Chieftain now looking to join in on the fight. Raiders are now in as well, and this is going to turn into a problem. Raiders, well, flying machines do not have a ground attack. Here we go. Are we going to be going into a ground attack here as all the units are now trying to head back over? There you go. Scroll of speed now being used. Tauren Chieftain trying to get in front. Doesn't put its foot down. Why not? There it goes. Stuns down 4 units. Gonna go ahead and devour one, and then may be able to perhaps finish off another 2. Riflemen gonna go ahead and pick off units as the Farseer uses a Scroll of Town Portal to head back home. Farseer, low on mana, has very big damage aspirations though. +6, +6, +6. Then an additional +6 damage from that Tauren Chieftain. Alright, no, from the Kodo Beast. Alright, let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain. Gonna heal back up on the inside here. Healing Ward dropped or picked up by the Tauren Chieftain is gonna be the proper item. The Orc army is currently down by 14 supply. Watchtower suffering a lot of damage here. It looks like as though, are we gonna get some repairs in? Yes, we are. That is fortified armor, but still, if you have enough units, you can in fact take it down. However, it was not taken down. In we go, trying to go after more units. Tauren Chieftain may be able to put his foot down. There it goes, puts his foot down, finishes off more units. Tauren Chieftain now trying to finish off additional units here. Raiders could try and go for Ensnare. Low hit point Sorceress somehow able to slip through. Speed Scroll used to try to counteract the slow, but the attack speed debuff is still in play. Tauren Chieftain now gonna go ahead and put its foot down and then finish off some more units. It looks as though a Rifleman will get taken out. There goes another one. And, well, Infi's doing a great job just finishing off and trying to equalize this fight. It is now 36 supply. Oh, just go after that Water Elemental. Taking down the Water Elemental would have been easy. Could have given a bit of experience, as we're now at 36 to 41. All right, Raiders are joining in on the fight again. Gonna go ahead and ensnare a Water Elemental. Let's take a look at this Kodo Beast. Down to 47, 34 hit points. Is it going to end up dying to an acid bomb? Yes, it will. Acid indigestion, finishing off that Kodo Beast there. Now, Water Elemental is continuing the fight once more. Vampiric Aura is going to be helpful as the Tauren Chieftain tries to catch back up. Scroll of Town Portal. Raider going to get taken down. There it goes. And really, it's been the Scroll of Town Portal, the effectiveness of Th000 with those Scroll of Town Portals, giving Th000 the advantage here. Being able to save a unit or 2 consistently while taking down a unit or 2 consistently has led to, well, Th000 being in the driver's seat of this game. Alchemist at 5, Archmage at 5, going up against a level 4 Farseer and a level 4 Tauren Chieftain. Things not good for Infi. Infi had things start to go his way for a split moment, but now things are once again, well, in the hands of Th000. Flying machines. That is 12 supply of flying machines right now, not being very useful at all. Are they still 1 supply? I know that they upgraded their damage and their hit points. I thought that they upgraded their supply count as well. I'll have to double check. So many changes going across multiple things here as the flying machine, well, one of them does get taken out. All right, back off to the north here. Archmage, Water Elemental, Goblin Alchemist, all here ready to go. Tauren Chieftain trying to get away. A Healing Ward could not yet destroy, but there was one Mortar team able to just lob over all of those attacks. Tauren Chieftain, is it going to be able to do very much to try and stop this progression of damage here? Water Elemental getting poked apart here as the Mortar team just able to lob attacks and get in some more damage again. 47 supply compared to 49. Army sizes are about the same. Speed Scroll now being used. And let's take a look. Is the Tauren Chieftain going to be able to put its foot down and make sure that it saves some units? Yes, there it goes. Able to stomp in time as the Water Elementals were not fighting, letting that Raider get in at least 1 more attack. All right, Chain Lightning coming across again. There's another big stomp. Water Elementals getting finished off. Oh, that was a time life finish. No experience given. Tauren Chieftain still seeing that level 5 though, as the Archmage now being forced to use Scroll of Town Portal to get out. 41 supply compared to 42 again. A drastic change from Wind Riders to Raiders, making a big difference, but without the Spirit Walkers from the Tauren Totem, there is no Disenchant, and without Disenchant, and well, that slow is just causing too many problems. All right, let's take a look. Are we going to get any additional healing whatsoever? Let's take a look. Flying machines have already spotted all of this out. Tauren Chieftain is going to stay at 5. Farseer, well, Tauren Chieftain picks up Cloak of Flames. And is this the reversal we're looking for? 46 compared to 45.
Tauren Chieftain in that frontline location with a large amount of hit points and Vampiric Aura could do quite a number as the Spirit Wolf, well, gets taken out. All right, heading back off to the north here, you see Peons doing long distance mining. There is about a minute and a half mining left on the human side, about a minute left on the orc side as the Farseer tries to finish off some units here. All right, Arcane Vault, primary building to take out since it has low hit points. Tauren Chieftain gonna go ahead and put his foot down and pretty much, well, take down all of these peasants in just a matter of seconds. All right, let's take a look at the Spirit Wolves are here to the party. Tauren Chieftain out of mana. Farseer, where is it going to go? Farseer low on hit points. Going to try and scroll a town portal. Yes, does try and scroll a town portal, but it's not going to finish off the keep in time as everything is able to get away. Priest staying alive at 12 hit points. There are some repairs here. Long distance mining. The mining going to drop off some gold and then head back over most likely. Still no expansion coming in from Infi. Supply count once more, though, has retaken the lead. 48 compared to 45. Main gold mine now done. Farseer getting resurrected. That is going to take, well, a little bit of time to get finished. Tauren Chieftain does have the Scroll of Town Portal. Where is he going to go next? Looking back down across here, Alchemist and Archmage both sitting at level 5. We may not get to level 6 though, since both sides' armies are relatively small, both in low or no upkeep, and we have 2 heroes out on the board. Archmage, the one most likely to get to level 6, but then again, Mass Teleport, well, extremely useful and would make this map feel, well, very, very small and constraining for Infi. Flying Machines once again on the move. Farseer about halfway done. Where are we going next? Still do not know. Tauren Chieftain still wandering around here as we're looking at the Flying Machines who still do not have the bomb upgrades. All right, there you go. One peasant going to get taken out. There it goes. It gets taken down. Tauren Chieftain may be forced to back up here. Are the Raiders going to try to throw down some ensnares? Yes, they do. As the Tauren Chieftain takes a little bit of damage. Has to be careful more from those Spellbreakers, removing that precious mana. Farseer, about 3/4 of the way done. Tauren Chieftain still trying to head back. Endurance Aura, level 2. Cloak of Flames, Vampiric Aura. A very scary Tauren Chieftain. If he can just attack freely, he can gain a lot of hit points, lead an army, and stop his opponent's ground army with those stuns. Spellbreakers, however, going to make that proposition a little bit more risky as the Tauren Chieftain heads off to the north. Ogre Magi and Forest Troll High Priest along with the Berserkers. What's going on here? Tauren Chieftain. Yes. Tauren Chieftain gonna go ahead and finish up. Well, yeah, Battle.net making me upgrade as I'm casting. Haha. Tauren Chieftain now gonna finish up all of these Ogre Magi units. Tome of Agility, that will get finished up here. Farseer, very, very close by. Is it gonna actually get to level 5? This might be the telltale sign. If the Farseer can get to level 5 at this point, that would be a very big deal, and I think it will in fact get there. Level 3 Spirit Wolves could be enough to tip things in favor. 49 supply compared to 45. Let's take a look. Items. Archmage has some good items. Scroll of Healing. But good items on both sides as the Farseer may need to get away. Spellbreakers. Where is it going? Tauren Chieftain. Scroll of Seed. Gonna go ahead and stomp. Puts a foot down and able to get big damage across multiple units. Alright, Scroll of Town Portal trying to head back away. Tauren Chieftain. What's going on? Tauren Chieftain was a little bit too far away and still ends up surviving. All right, not sure if he realized that his Tauren Chieftain was in the wrong spot. He may have been forced to hire a Goblin Zeppelin or do something in order to be able to head back and join back in on the fight. Spirit Wolves gonna go ahead and hide here for just a moment. There's some disenchant with the Spirit Wolves still able to dance around in a circle, causing a bit of problems. Alright, is the Tauren Chieftain going to be able to buy a Staff of Teleportation or anything else? Farseer needs to heal up that Tauren Chieftain. Lost a lot of pressure, though, because that Tauren Chieftain was in the wrong spot. Is a mistimed, mislocated Scroll of Town Portal going to be the death? It could be, as the Kodo Beast could easily just eat a Water Elemental here and see that it becomes enough. Farseer going after some peasants here. There goes another. Another one is going to get taken down. Water Elemental almost finishes off this Kodo Beast here. This Tauren Chieftain needs to heal back up this Kodo Beast as this Water Elemental is about to get, well, timed life. Let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain going to buy some healing salves. Is it going to... Well, it should be healing up this Kodo Beast. It's very, very precious. Meanwhile, back off to the north, Spirit Wolf trying to finish off. Another peasant gets the kill and is able to get away. True Shite on the flying machine. Now, one of the key differences, something that I didn't think would make that big of an impact, Acid Bomb now onto the Raiders. I don't believe, I do not believe that we have Pillage, even though that would be incredibly useful right now, trying to finish off some of those units here. Sorceress now joins in on the fight. 45 supply compared to 42. Infi now has the advantage overall as the Tauren Chieftain. Just going to run on inside here. Is it going to stomp? Yes, there it goes. Stomps and is going to perhaps be able to finish off some more units again. Is it going to stomp again? There it goes. Tries to finish off some more units. There goes a peasant. There goes... Oh, nope. Unable to finish that other peasant. Is it going to be able to get back out of a tough spot? Staff of Teleportation says yes. You don't have a Mountain King. All right. Raiders trying to perhaps get some damage on the Alchemist. Alchemist gets an invisibility bonus to try and stay alive as you see an Acid Bomb go onto the Raider there. That Raider, well, melts. Dies by melting. Gotta say, death to acid has to be one of the most painful ways to die in Warcraft 3. Well, I guess there's, what, 50 ways to die? Comfortable or uncomfortable ways to die in this game. Anyways, let's take a look. Tauren Chieftain, Farseer, now heading back down to the south. A tribute to Train, who's playing at BlizzCon tomorrow. Anyways, back down across over here. Raiders all lying on the high ground here, ready to go. Where are they going to go next? You do see a Water Elemental in position. It could actually get taken down. Meanwhile, back off to the south, Tauren Chieftain, Farseer, both sitting at level 5. Archmage sits at level 5, and we have an expansion now finally up and running. Economically speaking, of course, Human is in a better spot, but what can the Farseer and the Tauren Chieftain do to perhaps try and turn this around? Tauren Chieftain gonna go ahead and show up to the party. Is it gonna try to do anything there? Going after some of those units, does get slowed and is now, gets trapped in between. A beautiful play by Th000, trapping a Tauren Chieftain in between the Arcane Vault and the Town Hall by summoning a Water Elemental. A beautiful, beautiful play there. The Tauren Chieftain then could no longer head off to the peasants, stomp them to get the win. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.